Hello, my friends. Today is Wednesday. It's time for some Deco days, which means Deco art products. That's the whole line of Americana, chalk paints, anything that has the Deco art. I'm going to try and do some super duper creative things. Deco Art's coming out with some awesome things, especially for a mixed media artist like myself. And I want to talk really quick before we get into the really fun stuff about their fluid acrylics. Fluid acrylics I've always purchased, and I'm just going to show you Golden's fluid acrylics. And I only have a few bottles of theirs because they're really expensive. And yeah, because they're really expensive. Deco Art has now come out with fluid acrylics that are less expensive, so I don't feel as I don't know, irresponsible. It's just this bottle of Golden fluid acrylic is $14, and if you don't have a coupon or something like that, it's $14. This is quinacridone magenta. This is quinacridone magenta by Deco Art, and it was only $9. And if you have a coupon, 40% off, or something like that. And I understand they're going to be out. These are going to be coming out soon to retailers. I don't know of any retailers that are actually carrying this right now, but they're coming. But I wanted to show you a comparison because really honestly Golden products are top of the line, you know, but for what I do, I didn't feel like top of the line was necessary because I'm always watering stuff down, covering over, whatever, unless I'm doing a main focal point type of painting, which I'm going to be doing today with some of the fluid acrylics. However, if it's less expensive, I would be more willing to use this more often because fluid acrylics have a better pigment. They have a truer pigment, especially if you're using any type of glazing medium or washes or anything like that. If you add this to modeling paste or anything like that, if you use a fluid acrylic, you get a truer color. It's highly pigmented. It's very fluid. It's like butter. So here I have Golden's. This is quinacridone magenta. This is Golden's, and this is Deco Art's. And I've already done a test just to make sure I wasn't speaking out of turn or making sure that I was testing the product. But I just want you to see how they both respond, and Deco Art's fluid acrylic is absolutely wonderful. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. So here's Deco Art's, and you only of the fluid acrylics, you only need a tiny bit. And this has been sitting for a little bit as I was preparing the video, so I'm going to just put a little tiny bit more out. I mean, this goes so far. And I just want you to see the true beautiful color and the fluidity of the product in comparison to what we consider top of the line through Golden, and maybe we'll be rethinking that now. But it's just gorgeous. The color is so true. This paint spreads, it's not clumpy, it's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Rinse my brush out. Put some more of this Golden out too. And the colors, I've done a test, and the colors really do compare. I actually am preferring the Deco Art. To be honest with you, I am. So, I mean, they're about this. I love the color seems richer, a little bit richer. So that is my Golden. I'm going back in here. Try to be fair. That is Golden. And you can't hardly tell the difference, except for the fact that this one looks a little bit richer. So, my friends, new products. I love you, Golden. You are always great. However, For dollar-wise, heck yeah. And the quality's the same, so why wouldn't you, right? So that's my little product comparison with the Deco art. So let's get talking about what I'm going to be doing today, and then we'll just go for it. I'm going to be using fluid acrylics today, total fluid acrylics, period. And I only have a few of them. I will be getting more, but with the titanium white, if you add to any of these colors, it completely changes your palette, so you can do just about anything. Throw that away. So I'm going to be using these. I'm going to be putting some papers, some book pages down on the back here, just some of my part of my collage packs. I've got just a ton of leftovers over here and I need to use them up. So I'm going to be putting some book pages down with my decoupage, which is Deco art. I will be using, once I get my book pages down, I'm going to be using a couple of stencils from Deco art. Love those numbers. I'm in love with numbers. And then this one as well, I'm going to use probably this pattern here. So I'm going to be using those for part of the background. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of color for the background, and in fact, I probably am going to use this. This is Deco Art's Media. It's a mister. It's carbon black. But what I love about this is that it in effect does what I've been doing all by myself. It's acrylic paint. It's not an ink. It's not a dye. So once it dries, it's permanent, which is perfect for mixed media because I'm putting layer after layer and I don't want to have to seal it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna play with that today too. Whoop, whoop. And then I'm probably going to be using some glazing medium in my final top coat. What I have done is I sketched out something and then I photocopied it onto some tissue paper. And I'm going to use that today. So I think I've covered all of the products, Deco Art products. Beyond that, I'm not exactly sure where all of this is going to go, but let's go. Let's get our hands dirty. Okay, so this is dry now, and I love the tissue paper technique. I love it because it tones down the background. You can see the difference here. So that it's there, but it's kind of subdued. It still gives you your sketch, and then you can go in and paint. And now I'm going to be using my fluid acrylics because they're going to be perfect for this project. I'm using two different size brushes. This is an angled brush. It's like a 1/2 inch maybe, and then a very small one for the details. And the reason the fluid acrylic is going to be great is because it has a little bit of transparency to it, and then so that the background continues to show through. And then once I get color laid down, then I'll probably go back in with more additional colors for shading with the glaze, with the glazing medium. All right, let's go. Okay, so I am loving how this is looking. Love the colors, but I want this to stand out just a little bit more. I think the background is too prominent. So I've got some of my titanium white, and I'm going to add some glaze to that, a lot of it, because I'm going to come back super subtle and just lightly pull away from the design and either brush it away with my finger or a rag. Not a lot. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more glaze to that because I want it to be really subtle. Ooh, that was a lot of glaze. And just kind of go around the design, pulling that out and away. Okay, so I am just about done. I have mixed up right down here. Let me see. Can you see that? Right here, right there. Some burnt umber and some glaze. Because I feel like it's too white. And if you know me at all, you know my style, I need it to feel a little bit. And I know I just went back over it with all of my pen and all that, and I can go back over it again. But I need to add just a little bit of that agey, grungy. So this umber is really got a lot of glaze in it. And so I'm just adding, and see, that's what I want. I want that little bit of grunge on everything. Now I'm going to take my black, carbon black, and edge the sides and paint the sides black, and we're going to call her done. All right, my friends, thank you so much. for watching, and I will see you in a couple in 2 weeks for another Deco Days.